Yeah, what's going on, y'all? We're back. You're listening to Occupy the Media. I'm Paco, and we're talking with my guest here, Justin. And you were just going to go into your article that you were talking about. You were about right?
Yeah, it should be coming up here probably sometime near the end of the week, and it's just going to be highlighting some of the major grassroots activities that's going on in three biggest states here, which are all still upcoming. You got New York, California, and Texas, and they've all got strong grassroots presence going on. So I'll be providing links that people can get connected up to them and find out more about how it's going in case you're trying to model things on your own grassroots level.
Yeah, remember, anybody and almost everybody that's really, really involved like yourself, I want them on the show. So from those states you just named, New York, whoever you know, wherever you know, that's the point of the show. I want the grassroots on here so we can get the word out. We got to get more delegates. We got to get more votes. We got to get more money. Ron Paul, just got to be president. So keep that in mind too, Justin. I want you to give me any contacts you can.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a few different people. I'll email them over to you. The article for anyone who's trying to get involved with the grassroots, that's going to be one of the main things, is it just shows essentially how easy it is, but also how hard these people are working, because the media talks even less about them than about Ron Paul, if that's possible.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, over here at LA at Liberty, you said you was in contact with them, like, Calvin and others like that, and others I had on the show, like Amir had him on yesterday. Everybody is just so focused. I mean, some are just working all day, every day, like putting everything they have into it, and it's beautiful. But again, the more people we can get, the easier it makes it for all of us that are out here, out here putting up our money, putting up our time, investing, all of that, whatever it takes. But the more we bring in, the easier it makes it for all of us. Now, I know you said you wanted to go back and speak about IntoWin.
Yep. Just to emphasize that, a lot of people haven't had the chance to spend a lot of time in sort of the dark, smoky rooms of politics, as it were. So I just wanted to break down fundraising a little bit for those who may not know how it all flows. The In It to Win It Money Bomb is useful for the Ron Paul campaign, for sure, and that's obviously where the funding goes. But as I said before, the grassroots are what's carrying a lot of this, and it's Ron Paul being in the race and having the funds to really make them still pay attention that lets the grassroots do the work. So I want to emphasize, especially with Santorum dropping out, you're going to see the blackout kick into major high gear, just say the race is over. So right now, that's why this money bomb needs to be so big and why it's so important, because the money is going to be an issue, but even more than that, it's the figure that we can see and the message that we can send. The Missouri Caucus was great for that, and if we can come back after that with the money bomb and just say, all right, look, Santorum's gone, but if you're saying the race is over, it's just because it's a lie.
Of course. I mean, I knew as soon as the caucuses ended and it's all primaries, I said, okay, the blackout's going to get worse, and they're going to rig the votes even more. Now that Santorum's out, the blackout's going to get even worse. The votes are going to get even worse. So it's like we're just battling like this demon. I'll be telling everybody the biggest fence that we have to freedom is the media. It's CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all of them. So
yep.
We definitely got to get the money up. But let's talk more about this Santorum thing. What do you think about that? I'm hearing mixed things out here from Ron Paul supporters, and I'm kind of mixed myself. It's like, was that supposed to happen? Was that part of the plan? Do you think that's their benefit? That's our benefit? What do you think about the Santorum dropping out?
Well, it's a double-edged sword. Happening right now, it could really go either way. And that the next week or so is going to be so pivotal for the campaign, which is part of why I was hitting the money bomb so hard. If the grassroots can step up, if we can show each other, most importantly, because ultimately that's who's going to push this, but if we can show the voters in general, each other, and the media that we're not going anywhere, we're not going away and really push in a big way, then it'll be to our benefit, because Santorum supporters and a lot of the other voters will know the election's not over and will still turn out and support Paul. If we don't make a big enough push, the media blackout will just smother things.
Yeah, and then you see what they're already trying to do in Texas. They're trying to change the rules to where now it's a winner takes all state. So if you guys are playing around with the votes, which we got proof of that, and Romney comes out win, now you're trying to give him all delegates. So they're already, doing everything they can. I mean, I don't even know why Newt Gingrich is still in the race. I'm pretty sure there's some type of strategic reason they got him there, but it's amazing, man. I don't know how to look at it, but whatever we do, we got to keep it going. We just saw in Texas A&M, I think he had 3,000 people yesterday. I think I just reported that earlier in the show. Yeah, about 3,000 people showing up. I personally went to the UCLA. I'm not sure where you're at or if you've been able to see him yet, but at UCLA, it was, remarkable. Have you been to any of his speeches or any of his rallies?
Sadly, no. I wish. I've been stuck hitting different campaign trail things and doing a lot of the Web Warrior stuff, but I've actually just compiled an article with one of the major pictures. I don't know if you saw that Fox News article where they said, "Where's Ron Paul?"
Yeah,
talking about how the campaign's fizzling. Yeah, that got under my skin enough. I went and got in touch with some people. One guy put together just a panorama of all of the pictures of the rallies.
Yeah, that's your article. Yeah, I saw that. That's the article I think you sent me, or I think I saw it. I was looking for it. I was looking around.
It's one of the Money Bomb promos, and it's a couple places, but over at CVRP2012.com, that's going to be the easiest way to find it, where I just talk about the media blackout and why they're trying to push this so hard, and the importance of the Money Bomb, especially, that was actually written right before Santorum dropped, but it's even more important with him gone.
I mean, think about how scary it is for them, because if he's getting this much attention and the wildfire is going crazy with no media, imagine what will happen if he does have the media. It'll be like Obama all over again, except we actually know what we're fighting for. We actually know the truth. We're actually going to the root of the problem. But I mean, the media can't let that happen. They're too scared. They can't show their crowds everywhere. Because they know, in reality, that's what the Republicans want. Not the Republicans that are sold out, part of the establishment that run things, but the people that are just in the Republican Party and think that Republicans are really Republicans. They want to know that Republicans are getting popular again. They want to know that young people like their party again. They want to know that. But the media keep shutting it down. Like when I went to UCLA, it was beautiful. It was so mixed, a large crowd, but it was 95% young people from what I remember. I mean, a lot of young people. So if we could have also, because the Republican Party mostly has older folks, if we could have even more and more of them, see us, which they watch TV, they watch Fox News, stuff like that, then we would get even bigger. We keep continue to grow, and the more independents, more Democrats come our way. But you're right. Where in the world is the media? Because we're here. We're there. Ron Paul coming to UCLA, 7,000 people, and there's maybe not even half a dozen media people down there? Like, what in the world?
Yep. Well,
like, how?
And Texas and California, that's why they're trying to shut the race down so soon, is because those two, they can't ignore. They're just too big to black out. And you have Texas, which obviously Paul's home state. He's got more traction there than a lot of places. But California, there's been the media narrative almost all cycle about how, I like Ron Paul except on foreign policy. The thing I've been telling people, there are places in California where it'll become, I like Ron Paul because of foreign policy.
That's the best part.
And, and the media just can't handle that. They've been pushing it so hard because if they can shut the race down before then, it doesn't have to be talked about. The state just goes to Romney without a fight. But if we actually have a race going on and it gets to California, all this talk about Romney having all the delegates he needs is projecting California for him. If the race is still a hard-fought thing when it hits California, all those delegates they've given him out of California, they're not his, and it's become Ron Paul, and now we have a brokered convention.
And that's what we need, and we got to keep up the fight, keep the grassroots going. Appreciate everything that you're doing. We're about to run up to the end of the show, so I want you to get the website out one more time, get out all the links one more time, where people can reach you, get in contact with you.
All right, well, the best one's obviously the initToWin2012.com, and if you want to hit me up directly, head over to CVRP2012.com. My email's up on that. And then, of course, for volunteers trying to get the grassroots thing on, which I totally urge you to do, it's RonPaulCountry.com. Check it out.
All right, don't forget, man, any other contacts from the other headquarters, people that's involved, let me know. I'm on Facebook. You got my email. You got my number. And we'll maybe get you on in the future again.
Yeah, I'll be in touch.